is Kugan Cassius Rifle TV in association with MTK Global. We're at York Hall here in...
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're here. Wembley Stadium, baby. We're back. Froch Groves, Joshua Povetkin. Joshua Klitschko. Now Joshua Povetkin. Bit tired, just got off the plane.
So just tell me, we'll talk about that press conference just in a minute. So you did the press conference.
Yeah.
You must have been there a few hours and then jumped on a plane back?
Landed this morning. Quick shower, quick little spruce up. Here we go again.
Okay. Yeah, yesterday. Well, obviously, people going like, what was he doing? As in,
I thought Josh
Miller
was there. I think Josh was on a bit of a mission because, obviously he's had a bit of stick from the state, so he was expecting a few questions about Wilder from some of his lovebirds, like the Boxing Voice and those guys that were just Blue Blood TV or something. It's like poor man's Kugan Cassius. And Miller was late, so we all did a picture at the end. And he got on the stage, Miller, and I could just hear him like, "Yo, UK muffin, like something pastry or something like that." And Josh is like, I can see Josh going. He's gone, "I'll whoop your ass," something like that. And Josh has gone to me, "Hold these belts." I've gone, no. He's just gone, "Listen, you little bitch." And the problem was out there, the security act a little bit differently. Over here, the boys would have just jumped on the stage. I could have pretended to be the tough guy and gone, "Yeah, lads, leave it." Do you know what I mean? But I find myself looking for security. There's no one there. So I've got Miller around the waist. I'm going to him, don't fuck about. Don't fuck about. And I could just hear him, "Yeah, come on then. I'll chokehold you to sleep, you pussy." And Joshua was like, "Come on." I'm thinking, oh. And anyway, it went on and on. And then it all went off the stage, and I thought, well, that's the result. And then Joshua came out of the toilet, and Miller was standing at the end of the thing. And Joshua was like, "Come on." And then Miller's running down the thing. I'm sort of holding him and just sliding.
Was this after?
This was in the corridor. You didn't even see
this.
this.
Oh, the corridor.
Yeah,
okay, all right.
So meanwhile, Povetkin's sort of on the stage like,
what's going on?
I know. So yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting.
So
it's a big day for baby Miller, to be fair, because you got to do what you got to do, haven't you? And that was a massive day for him because that's just put his profile right up there. So yeah.
So, go back to this corridor incident. I'm interested about this. So what, at that point, how many kind of people were in between? Why didn't it
There's a few media. I reckon it'll probably spill out today, but it's just Joshua come out of the toilet and Miller was standing there mouthing off at him. And Josh just went, "Come on," and walked outside the press conference thing. So he's coming out after him and I'm sort of now like this. And
so in your opinion, if there's no one there to kind of go, whoa, then what, they have it in the corridor?
Yeah,
really?
I think they would have had it on the stage. If I wasn't on that stage yesterday, holding him back, 100% it would have gone off. How could it not have gone off? Can you imagine if I weren't there and they just went up to each other face to face? Mate, can you imagine if that went off? 22 stone and 18 stone. I was like this, just going, looking at him thinking, if you just even tap me, I'm going through this backdrop.
Well, Miller can't really continue promote him now.
I'm sure he's not bothered about that.
Right, so obviously we did our little bit, so
Yeah.
we kind of know you announced the signings of Jesse Vargas,
Miller, Beterbiev, Andrade,
exactly.
Roman, Hooker, 3 amateurs as well from the US team.
Okay, so aside from them signings, obviously people asking what happened to the kind of, can you tell us now what happened to the kind
Still
of names
going.
you were talking,
We're going to
like
sign
Charlos?
them. Yeah. Yesterday's announcement wasn't, "Oh, these are my fighters and we'll see you in a couple of years." They're the fighters that we've signed in the first 7 or 8 weeks. So we've got 3 world champions. We've got other guys. Andrade's #1 in the world. Vargas is top 3, I think, with every governing body. Roman's a world champion. Beterbiev's a world champion. Hooker's a world champion. Got Miller's top 5 in heavyweight in the world. I mean, you just get, listen, it's full of, people are full of haters. It's like, we're doing our thing. We're going over to America. Brits. We're going into a market that's never been penetrated by a British promoter before and trying to crack it. You should be behind us. Not sitting there in your underpants, eating your Domino's pizza, cracking one off, going, "Oh, Hearn, I knew you wouldn't get anyone big, you're useless. Mum, what's on TV tonight?" So it's like, just, like, in life, you've got to want people to succeed.
Because otherwise you'll end up going,
No, because if you want people to succeed, you will go, whoosh. No, what was the...
shum.
Shum. You will go shum. But if you're a hater and you just want people to fail, you will go, "Hmm." So let's all get on the shum vibe. By the way, in America, everyone was asking me about that.
Yeah.
So they all watch your stuff. Eddie, can you do the shum and I was like, yeah, mate, shum. Oh, that's great. We love you, Eddie. So, yeah, you just gotta like, I don't know. Like some guy was like, DAZN is shit. I looked at his profile. He's from Liverpool. I'm like, what's he got to do with you? You can't even watch it. Oh, I don't care, Hearn. You're shit. All right, mate. Okay, crack on. It's madness.
I saw somebody tweet a good question, actually. It is and it ain't. So they said, so if Joshua's fighting on DAZN, and we, as Sky Sports subscribers, get DAZN shows for free.
No, you don't get the pay-per-view. You don't get the UK
pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
just to clarify that.
Yeah.
And also, someone tweeted you today about obviously the 10. It's $9.99 in America.
Dollars. A month, yeah.
So, yeah, they tweeted you about if they booked it on the Friday.
You get a free trial for a month, and this is a service that you can cancel at any time. So you could subscribe the day before the Joshua fight and watch for a whole month, and then choose to not start paying.
So effectively, you get that for free.
You would get the Joshua fight.
Yeah.
You would get our October 6th card. You would get the Bellator card on the 29th. You would get all the World Boxing Super Series during that period. You would get our October 13th show, our October from Newcastle, October 20th from LA. Looks like. I mean, like you'd get like 10 fight cards.
Does that stay at $9.99?
Yes.
For them. Yeah.
At least for the first couple of weeks. That was a joke. No, yes, you know. This is, at the moment, until they start adding NBA, NFL, I mean, but this right now is the price point for fight fans. It's cheap as chips, $2.50. It's £1.
And they're going to get some of the World Boxing Series as well in that.
It's all on it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I'm just saying, if you had it for a month, why would you do that? I don't know.
No, but they'd still have the World Boxing Super Series, but you're going to get 16 fight nights from the US, 16 fight nights from the UK, 3 weight classes in the World Boxing Super Series, and all the Bellator, and more stuff. It's a deal, it's a steal, it's a sale of the century.
22nd of September.
Yes.
This will be what, half full?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll only do 40,000, 45,000, 90,000 here, mate. It's something else. What's happening to British boxing right now?
As you
we
said
should all
that,
be very proud. The sun came out.
Just as you said
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar it's tomorrow. You can't really put that in.
I can.
Sure. I'm a bit delirious.
Yeah, because you've obviously
haven't slept much. Yes, go on, mate. Crack on.
Povetkin Joshua. Not really expecting anything to
I'm
be said.
expecting an absolute war.
No, I'm not talking about today's press conference.
No, sorry, mate. I mean, you should have been there yesterday. You would have been just in dreamland.
To be fair, you should have had me out yesterday.
You should have gone.
You should have had me out yesterday.
We're going to start the presser in a minute. Have you got anything else you want to talk to me about?
Just quickly touch on the Joshua Povetkin fight. I know we've spoken about that.
So, Ring Magazine #1 against Ring Magazine #3. I think it's probably the toughest fight of Anthony Joshua's career right now, especially considering the pressure. People talking about what's next, Wilder, etc., etc. Povetkin is a well-schooled fighter. He's a former Olympic gold medalist. He's lost once in his career. I think he had 35 fights, something like that. 24 knockouts, big puncher, awkward style for AJ. It's a real fight. It's a real fight. It's a tough fight. I think it's one of the best fights out there at the moment that could be made. And Anthony Joshua, once again, stepping up to the plate. 22nd fight. He's beaten Dillian Whyte. He's beaten Dominic Breazeale. He's beaten Vladimir Klitschko. He's beaten Joseph Parker. He's beaten Carlos Takam. And now he's taking on Alexander Povetkin. Don't doubt this man. Don't be a hater. Look at the achievements of this young individual who started boxing at, 17, 18? Had 40 amateur fights. He's had 21 professional fights and people are still moaning. Look at this. Look at where we are. British fans should embrace this. We should be so proud. This is our national stadium. This is the home of Anthony Joshua. This is where dreams are made. This is where our Three Lions team embrace this beautiful green field of dreams. Let's get here on September the 22nd and celebrate this wonderful sporting occasion, this true British great in Anthony Joshua. Do battle for our country, do battle for himself against Russia, against Alexander Povetkin. And we stand united as a nation, as we did in the World Cup. Let's keep that unity within this country today and unite for Anthony Joshua. Take our sport forward and show everyone how great this country is. Are you with me?
That old cleaning boy up there put his hand up. Go on, son!
Go on, son. No, I
What-
didn't do it anymore.
One more question.
Yep.
Has
He's laughing, look.
hello, mate. Has Miller put himself in the running for April 13th as a Plan C?
Look, I'm not looking at Plan C. We've got
Okay.
one thing on the mind, that's Plan A. That's Deontay Wilder. If Dillian White wins big next week, he's probably Plan B. But yeah, Miller is Plan C. But it's all about Plan A. It's all
right.
about Povetkin.
Thank you.